Zoop, 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 zoop. Just going to keep on with what I was doing last time, which was mostly being confused. So, last I left off, I had modified the transcode example to attempt to actually seek, and then something really strange happened, and I couldn't explain anything going on. I just want to witness it happening again to make sure that at least something is considered. You know what I should have done is attempted it without thingy. Attempted it without thingy. You had... Attempted it without seeking. Yeah, I should have tried it without seeking and see how it behaves. Because unfortunately it takes a long time to seek. My thought is that I'm going to have to modify the decoder. Yeah, so this claims it ran. Seeking the earliest point available instead. That should be fine. In spite of how bad this looks, it's actually not that big of a deal. Unless, wait. I just send this as like a blob, don't I? Yeah. Or... Oh! Well, that's a serious miscalculation! It should notice that it can't seek if it can't seek. Okay, so I made it unseekable because I am an imbecile. So the reason why the seeking didn't work is because it didn't actually seek. That'll do it. Let me, just for the sake of it, let me see if this is at least non-broken. So get rid of the seeking entirely, run the same code. But in the interim, I need to fix this. I think this is, yes, promise-based. Yeah, in order to get the size, I'm going to have to get these stats. It's just size. Input files, random access, size, read as position, and length. That makes sense. I don't know why I'm looking at that. I know why I'm looking at that. Stores it in the given buffer. Do you really not have... I mean, I suppose it makes sense. Huh, okay. Buffers, I think, are uint data arrays, so it should be fine to treat them as the same. Read into this buffer. Okay, it can be a typed array, so I'll just stick with the API I know. Offset is the location in the buffer, default 0, so I actually want position, yeah. Length is that, and position is that. Let me put them in the same order as that, just to satisfy my needs. Okay, if it successfully ran anything, then we'll return the buffer, making sure to only give as many bytes as it actually read, else we will return null. I don't understand why it hasn't recognized this as a name. But I choose not to worry about it until it fails. Get rid of all that crap, and yeah, don't use a readable stream. That is not going to work. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Just playing the original to make sure I remember what it's supposed to do. Yep, exactly what it did do. Okay, so now that it can actually seek... Now that it can actually seek, let's see if it can actually seek. So there is indeed some kind of issue here, but I don't understand what or why. Size is that? Oh, because this isn't TypeScript. That's why. Da 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 da. Okay. Now, hopefully it should complain less. And if it does complain, I should actually pay attention to the complaints instead of just going, it probably means nothing. Well, that's going to take a while, so while that's taking a while, I'm going to look at some documentation. There's a step that I feel like I'm missing. Unfortunately, this search absolutely sucks. Ugh, useless. AV codec flush? Yeah. I mean, it says when it should, quote-unquote, be called, but it doesn't really argue why. But I can do that. I just have to, let's see, what's the correct way to do this? I have to have the decoder call that... Oh, man, the order is very sensitive, actually. Okay, yeah, I have to flush it first and then have the decoder, sorry, call the... Okay, this is actually good. The DTS and PTS, given that I haven't done anything to sanitize them, should be wrong. So if it's getting wrong timestamps, then that means it's getting the right timestamps, because I seeked and then did nothing about the timestamps. I mean, maybe sanitizing timestamps is something that I want to be able to do, but I mean, whether you actually care about that is very application specific, so... Well, I am fairly convinced that that's working. So while that finishes its job, I'm going to go ahead and start implementing that on the decoder, even though it doesn't seem to matter. Right. It could be more important for the web codec versions to actually do it, though. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to have to expose all of these decoders. Just. So it's a libav decoder. It's the worst anti-feature. Or dot video decoder or audio decoder or no. You know what, maybe I won't make any decoder inherently nullifiable and I'll just nullify it. Privage. any decoder or null array. I'll have it default to the empty array. Now, so I need to flush, yes, I flush, then I send it down the line. How's this doing? So this shouldn't play correctly because of the weird, well, is that what I was expecting? God, it looks like a VCR that's, like a VCR that's having tracking issues. I don't think I've ever managed, like, I don't think I've ever seen a digital stream have an effect quite like this. It looks so like a VCR having tracking issues. That's amazing. How did I even do that? I couldn't replicate that if I tried. I'm keeping that. I'm going to rename it just so I don't lose that file. Now, how did I fuck up everything? Next question, why? Well, okay, the theory, it is conceivable that it was because I didn't flush the decoders. I don't know why that would matter, but that, to the degree that that looked like anything, it looked like P frames without I frames, which is exactly what you would expect from not flushing. Okay, so how do I... okay, it's just if it has a length. Fine. Let's just name it deck so I don't have so much to type every time. Should only need the codec itself. The others, yeah, are just packet and frame. I certainly don't need that. Dot AV codec flush. Oh no. Is that not exposed? Have I never needed it before? I mean, the only things that are exposed are things I actually needed. Let me get polite out. This is up to date. AV format flush. AVIO flush. What is AV format flush, and why would you ever need it? Yeah, that probably just flushes internal buffers for, like, muxing. Discard, really? Okay. I see. I have no idea why I apparently felt the need to expose AV format flush, but not AV codec flush. Do I want the useful thing? Nah. What? Well, I thought it would be nice and quick to just test that theory, but it doesn't seem like it is, does it? Is there a sneaky way I can get it to forcibly just recreate the, no. Alright, this does flush this codec, but not in the sense that I wanted it to. It flushes it because it's EOF. Yeah. So where do I actually create the decoders? Presumably here. Hmm. Oh, of course, because I already have the codec parameters and such, so I just create them right at the start. Okay, I was hoping I could sort of cheese it and just recreate the, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Just close the decoders so it would recreate them, and that's sort of an effective way to flush the codecs, even if it's, you know, kind of the stupidest possible way to flush the codecs. So what can I do? Because the thing is, if this isn't the problem, then I'm about to waste a bunch of time getting AV codec flush buffers in. Well, I mean, worst case scenario, that is a function that should have been exposed in the first place, so... Oh, I just did git pull. Okay, let me make sure that I'm on the master branch, and viom funcs AV codec flush buffers. And all it takes is the wow, it's void. Hope there are no errors in this. Did something go wrong? You'll never know. Okay, I'm using WebMVP9. This could be a very outdated version of Emscripten. Oh, no. I mean, it's not the most recent one, but it's not too bad. Build WebMVP9. Okay, that's just going to sit there and build for all of eternity. In the interim, I'm just going to pretend like it's already there. Buffers on C. Apparently check nothing because you just can't. But yeah, if it's not one of those, then it's a web codecs decoder. And did I up here? Yeah, I just said it's one or the other. I'm just going to steal that. That is a promise. Interesting. Yeah, that's a void. So if it goes wrong, it'll throw an exception. This can't go wrong, apparently, so there's no real diagnostics to be considered here. I don't... So here's the thing. This command, like the way that you say the command has been ran, is that you set command.ran to true and set a success status. But I would say that this is not running seek. The decoder is not run seek. The decoder is just handling the possibility of seek. So I don't think this code needs to communicate back in any way. Ooh, that's a bad. What? What's going on? Why did you not, like, attempt to build It's like it dove right into libav without even building the libvpx stuff. I'm going to make clean just in case I've got this in some weird state. Usually it's not a great idea to git pull without doing make clean, because if dependencies have changed, you may sort of accidentally satisfy a dependency that you haven't actually satisfied. Okay, so obviously, as stands, this is not going to work. I've already got this open. Oh, there's nothing to change here. This is not going to work because I don't actually have that that flush implemented. So after however billion years it takes for it to get a second done, it will just crash. I think just crash. Boy, my computer is really cooking me now. It's a good thing it's cold outside. Between the scraggly lunatic AI tubing and building stuff, my computer is cooking me. Let's change the prompt while we wait. Let's do some horrifying horrifying prompts. Oh, it's so much worse. Hey, there he is. When it's not the worst thing ever, it's okay, but then it goes and becomes the worst thing. Oh my, wow. I think I found a new low here. This is super interesting. Where by interesting I mean simply the worst thing I've ever seen. This shouldn't take this long just to get to the point of crashing. Is it possible that, well, okay, I guess all of my CPU is chewed up, so maybe it's possible that it actually is taking that long, because, my God, the prompt is just an otter. That's it, just an otter. Yeah, there we go. That's what I expected to happen. I just didn't expect it to take that long. Good God, this is easily the worst. This is horrendous. Let's go with an anthropomorphic otter. Try and make it a little bit less horrendous. No, it is exactly as bad. That's beautiful. Or by beautiful, I mean simply the worst thing I've ever seen. Okay, this is quite close to done. Good God, make it stop. No, just hello. Oh God, it's really bad. Jesus Christ. Oh, AI is simply the greatest. That's not what I wanted. I wanted dist. Okay, libav webn vp9. Okay, no, I can't stand this anymore. It's really bad. I was expecting this prompt to be bad, but good God, it is among the worst ones. It's real bad. Let's go with a porcelain doll with long blonde hair and green glasses. Oh, maybe if I put green glasses on the otter, it would know better what to do. That's easily, it's a lot, in an interesting sense, this is more harrowing. It's sort of harrowing in a different way. Neither is good. They're both very bad. God, the, like, adult arm. Hello. Hello. Ooh, you know what? If we want the adult arm to be the worst thing ever, then let's just go with an infant. There he is. There he is. Baby Tubin. Just baby Tubin. Okay. This is still expected. I really have no idea whether flushing will do anything. I'm confused by the entire concept, to be honest. Baby Tubin is very bad. Baby Tubin is very bad, and I don't like it. I mean, this could be Cao Cao, I suppose. I'm, I'm, I'm switching back. I'm abort. Abort all missions. I could always do some Rasputin tubing. The word Rasputin does not appear in the prompt right now. I just look a bit like Rasputin is all. This is somewhere between Rasputin and uh, John Lennon. What the hell was that beetle? The one beetle, the one that one. I think that I'm questioning whether his name was Lennon because it's also Rasputin, which is associated somewhat with a different Lennon. This is taking too long. I am concerned. It does take a long time. Oh, well, that's the worst. That's the worst again. There we go. Back to one that doesn't make me quite so upset. I decided that it's bad with colors, so I just said green hair. Just gonna go with the same hair color as the glasses color, and then it's a little bit more consistent. Finish. Do it already. I definitely did not click screenshot. There we go. I don't know what to believe anymore. I mean, the VCR tracked faster. Like it is conceivable that it is timestamps causing like it may have actually dropped frames due to timestamps, and then it's like trying to decode with one frame's data and another actual frame. The frustrating thing is like I'm not sure what of this, because you notice that it looks like it just proceeded right through. That tells me that like timestamp madness is happening, and I don't know what. I just don't know what. Let me try. Uh, The original is 60 FPS. Sometimes things are very picky in its syntax. What? That is now the exact expression that you gave me. Oh, set SAR, blah, 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 blah. Set TB. Set PTS. God. And then suddenly we're at 8 minutes. Boy, that sure confused it, huh? What? Just show packets. Show inexplicable underscore packets. So oh, that's right. I don't actually know where it where the discontinuity is, or where I'm expecting it to be. Oh, found it. Did I? Now I'm super confused. Six, 7, 8, 9. Ten. Okay. Because to this again. Oh, but this is all just audio. Interesting. Of all of the possible results of what I'm doing, this just isn't one of them. Of all of the possible results, this simply isn't. The encoder shouldn't really care if you give it weird timestamps. Is there like a... No, I was thinking like a filter getting added for some reason, but I don't know why it would. I can't whistle. just sitting here staring at it is not going to make it make more sense. Let me get... Oh, damn it. I was about to say, let me get the video codec out of the way, but unfortunately that's not an answer. What I was going to do is use ping as the video codec, so it's not really a video codec. But that's not going to fly at all. There's some way... I have something resembling a thought on how to test what the hell is going on. Why are you doing that? You know what? Because you're doing that. Oh, I know why you're doing that. Never use NeoVim to edit HTML files, that's why. Why would I have used WebCodex AVF for the transcode demo? Oh, of course. I know exactly why I would have. But it should be fine with this one too. The answer to why I would have used WebCodex AVF is that in the browser I expect to have WebCodex. So I was really testing whether WebCodex worked. Now, we comment out almost all of this. Yep, pretty much the entire thing. Cool, cool. Yeah, 1280 by 720. I just want a decoder from this file. You can figure the rest out yourself. No. File true. Reader equals out dot stream dot get reader. Dot read. If done blank, and for the time being, I'm just going to console.log it, and then hopefully this will get me enough that I can draw whatever I'm decoding, and then I can at least separate the decoding side and the encoding side. Let's go ahead and redock this for the time being. I have no idea why I have a break. Oh, I don't have a breakpoint. I have this set to pause on code exceptions. That's pointless. Continue, please. Where is my continue button? This will do. libAV is not defined. A WebM VP9. the baby. Okay. That got a bunch of frames, and then it was done. If frame dot coded width, then it is a video frame. Oh, this should be complaining a lot about me just letting video frames sit around, but I'm sure it'll complain eventually. I guess technically they haven't been garbage collected because I have references to them right here. Console saved their lives. Oh, I need a canvas context. X equals get context 2D. Context dot draw image or something. Video frame. Now this is probably going to work but be useless because it'll be too fast. Or I didn't put the canvas on the page. Body it's like, where'd it go? I think it probably did technically work, but it's a little bit hard to say that it worked when you didn't actually display anything. What? Now even more confused. Okay, canvas, and child canvas. There's my canvas. Wait. It's like frame dot frame because it has the stream number. It's a wrapping object with a, yeah, okay. Yeah, oops. Not quite as fast as I expected it to be. Quick and dirty, make it play at something resembling the correct speed. It doesn't actually matter, of course. There we go. Actually looks really, really accurate. I'm faintly stunned by how perfectly that's playing at the correct speed for being the stupidest configuration I could have possibly done. Okay. First starts as true. That's because it's the first thing. Okay, so if we're the first, then we'll do our seek command. Okay, let's see what happens. So the error is more or less as expected. Just trying to think what the best way to deal with this is. I think I need... Man, I really don't want this. I need... Okay, wait. I can do stream commands in a petty and stupid way. It'll be brilliant. Oh, man. Okay, my thought was to literally attach something to the array that goes through the stream to say, and now you should do this. So the problem is this is a pipeline, and there can be stuff sort of stuck in the pipeline that hasn't been read yet. So flushing, like, yeah, I need to flush, but I need to flush at the right time. I can't just flush whenever. And libav is quite generous about it. It'll just sort of figure it out and give garbage like what we saw. But webcodex is very, very stringent about that. All I actually need is the specific case for the demuxer. The demuxer is a packet stream. Now, this is why I was originally thinking to just out and out destroy the the Well, I was originally thinking to just out and out destroy the streams in between and just rebuild it when you seek. Readable streams can send exceptional things, but it's an error, and I don't think you can, like, say, okay, I'm done handling this error. Now please resume streaming. Yeah, you can't go back. You can't unerror a stream. But I suppose you could have a particular kind of error where you say, if I see this error, then I'm going to get the stream again. Nothing. Oh, I guess I do need at least a constructor so that I can say that. Oh no! I just it just clicked to me how difficult it is to replace the stream because it is this. So if I get an event in here, how do I jump back to here and remake the stream? This really isn't that much, is it? It's less than I expected. Now, I need to think more carefully about the actual design that I want here as opposed to what's going to fall out of idiocy. I mean, it's quite usual for an empty array to mean something special. Let's assume an empty array is going to mean something special. Let's forget about this whole stream disrupted thing, which I don't think was a good idea. And this way, like, an empty array, if interpreted normally, it's just an empty array. Like, who cares? It doesn't hurt anything. So you have to sort of know that you care, which is the right way for this to go. This, of course, is not complete yet. I no longer really need this dot decoders, do I? I am happy with having any decoder as a type, though. I think that's better than not having it. I am anything but confident. Well, I wasn't confident, but it worked perfectly. That is not ideal. That shouldn't be happening. Oh, wait. Of course that's happening. I didn't actually do anything to close. Okay, no, that's just because I used the frames and did nothing with them. That's on me. So in theory, that should fix it for this too. If so, that's a triumph. I was not expecting that at all. This may still be weird because of the timestamps. Well, it definitely will be weird in that it will give errors here because of the timestamp. But it may also, like, I'm not sure exactly what the result is going to be. And the great thing about testing this is that it takes like 5 minutes for it to do this, and right now I don't have anything else to do, so let's look for any random crap I left lying around. Well, I'll tell you one thing I know. This is definitely correct, so let me go ahead and add that. Okay, that's expected. This is fine. But hopefully, so the thing with like libav, because this is all in software, libav is quite a data whore. It just takes anything you give, and it's like, that seems like valid data to me. It's really hard to get it to admit that you've given it just garbage, whereas webcodex is nothing like that. So I was partially being fooled by the complete lack of errors here, but really I should have expected a complete lack of errors there because it just never admits when there's an error. So these I actually do want, these changes, because I want this to be seekable, even if I'm not really going to have seeking in the default example. But here's the stuff that matters. Oh, that's stupid. It's the actual implementation of seek. It's like the biggest thing. Everything else just passes commands straight through for the time being until I have any other commands. Here's an interesting side effect I just realized about having my computer cook me while I'm doing this. The air, of course, is very dry because it's cold, but like when it actually is cold, the relative humidity is high, and so it doesn't feel like the air is dry. But when it heats up, it's obviously, my computer isn't adding any water to it, and so like now my eyes feel really dry. Not going to commit this until it's actually done and hopefully working. Huh. But now I know the decoder is giving the right thing because I tested it. I mean, it's not inconceivable that the encoder is still doofusy about that kind of thing. Like, the encoder could go, uh, uh, could just do weirdness if the timestamps are weird, if the timestamps are negative or something. I don't want to believe that, but I don't really see anywhere else where it could be happening right now because we tested the, like, this is testing the decoder and the demuxer, and doink, works great. No errors here, nothing. I'm going to call that not done, but certainly committable. I did push this right, yes. Okay, so seeking works, question mark? But there's just something. There's just something. Stream over.